Alright, I know I haven't made a video in quite some time, but I'm back now and got a video for today. This one's less of like a generic topic and, something that I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but it's, still very important. Sorry I look like shit right now. I just got out of the gym. But today's topic is the absence of a father and what that can do for a person and what that does to a person, and why having a father figure in your life is so important for growing up. Now having a father figure in your life is important for both genders, but I feel like specifically for guys, it's very important because your father is supposed to be the one to teach you those manlyhood things, the things that boys kind of learn as they grow into men. And when you don't have that father figure in your life, guys tend to have to just figure it out on their own, and that that sucks, and it's hard. Personally, me growing up, I had a relationship with my father, but he wasn't in my household. My mom and my dad had split up right before I was born. So I was always, I go to his house on the weekends, but I was always with my mom majority of the time. So I didn't really have that connection in my house. And then when I was around 10, I stopped really seeing him every weekend. So I didn't really get to see him much at all after that. So it became even harder. One of the staple things that people usually talk about, having a father in your life is teaching you how to change the tire, how to shave your face when you start growing facial hair, stuff like that. I had to learn that myself. Still don't know how to change a tire, never tried. But facial hair, that I did have to learn on my own, And so because, as a guy at least, you can't really talk to your mom about these things. I mean, you can talk to her, and you should still have a close relationship with your mom, but it's not the same. There's a different feeling between having a relationship with your father than having a relationship with your mother. And my dad told me this because I still do see him now and then, but it's not as often. But he told me, growing up, your mother will be there to keep you as your boy, your mama's boy. But then as you get older, you become your dad's son. There's a difference. And I forgot to say this, but the way I thought about this topic and I wanted to talk about this is because I already yapped this session earlier today in the morning to myself. Like I said, I talk to myself all the time, but it was because I was listening to a song I haven't heard in a long time. It's called Father of Mine by Everclear, and it's basically the song about the main singer, and he talks about how his father left him when he was younger, and why did you leave me? What did I do wrong? And then he goes to talk about how he has a child of his own, and he would never want his daughter to have to experience that. And I think that's such a great thing, and something that most everybody does. I feel like that's something that everybody tends to want to do is give your kids a better life than you had. But I may just be biased because I'm a guy, but I feel like there is more of a drive for guys to want to do it, and guys to want to give their kids a better life than they had. And not to say that some people don't have good lives. I will say comfortably, I am living a good life. Shit still goes wrong from time to time, but overall, I am living comfortably. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table every day. My mom pays the bills, like we live comfortably, and so I don't feel like it's like a situation where like you got to get out the trenches essentially, but you still always want to strive to give your kids at least more than you had, even if it's not better, even if it's at the same level, you want to give them more, and that's something that I've always, like thought about and like planned on doing. Like I will do all that I can in my power to give my kids better than I did, and this is where it's going to start again, where I get off topic, but it's still similar topics of like family and, doing better than you had. Because like, once again, going back to my dad, we were hanging out for a couple hours just talking about random stuff. And so in my family, it's me, and then I have 2 half siblings. I have a younger brother who's about like 3 years younger than me. And then I have an older sister who's like 18 years, an older sister that's like 18 years older than me. Right? So she's like 35, 34, something like that. And when my dad had my sister, he was not like in the best situation financially, and so he couldn't really keep her from seeing like the bad bad situation he was in, or bad like lifestyle, and my sister, she is trying her hardest to keep me and my brother, who fortunately did not have to see that growing up, from seeing that. So she is working towards making a better life for her children, us, her siblings, and so I think that's something that a lot of people do. Once again, it's not just guys, it's everybody. They want to strive to give their loved ones, something better than they have, and yeah, but I think that's a good topic, like wanting to be in your kid's life, like another thing, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't have my dad in my like close household, so like it was weird, because I had a stepdad, and he was cool, but there was always that kind of disconnect because of the fact that I knew that wasn't my real dad. Like, I liked him, and we got really close. He was in my life for years. And so, I grew to love him, and but there was always that like kind of disconnect where that's not your real father. That's not him. And so so like you always kind of know that, oh my god, shit, couldn't even see that dude. But you kind of always know that there's some kind of disconnect, because that's not your real blood, that's not your real family. But yeah, I think that's really all I got for today. I thought that was a good topic, and I'm having fun making this video. So, yep. Hope you all enjoyed it. I basically yapped the same session twice today, but it's cool. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I kind of forgot about it and stopped making videos. But if I have any, I think I'm not really going to try to do scheduled videos like I was before, like trying to upload frequently. I'm kind of just going to do it whenever I have a topic I want to talk about. So, yeah, but hope you all enjoyed the video, and go check out the TikTok. Haven't really posted in a while. Also, if you want, you can go check out like the my like personal TikTok, which is Big Boy Dave 08. So y'all can go check that out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.